right, what is going on, everybody? Sorry about that false start if you were here just a few moments ago. I didn't have the settings right to go live on Amazon, but I'm here now. So what's up? I'm doing a little late night Amazon Live. Thanks for joining me wherever you're watching, but head over to Amazon Live and you can hang out over there. Say hello in the chat. My friend Nee has already followed me. So there you go, Nee. Little round of applause for Nee and anybody that follows me, actually. A little round of applause for you. So always enjoy that. So I decided to go live tonight. First of all, if you've never been on Amazon Live, welcome. It's a lot of fun. Like, I jump on, we talk about products. There's all kinds of products in the carousel most of the time. Not tonight. I'm only doing a few. And really, I got these here. The MV7, I got the Shure SM7B, I got the F-Deuce SL40. You know what? I looked it up, and that's how it's pronounced, is F-Deuce. So I don't really know. I mean, thanks for sending this to me, by the way, for me to check out. So they sent this over complimentary from F-Deuce for me to check it out. And so I'm very curious, and I'm always curious about, really budget-friendly microphones. So I literally know nothing about this microphone. I'm going to check out the description and unbox it just as I would if I got it in the mail to test out and look. It's what I would do. So I'm really curious to jump into this and see. And then also, I'll flip over to this camera. Also just got this new little mechanism here. So this is the Elgato little boom arm, the Wave mic arm, the LP. So really enjoying this so far. Really cool, though, especially with my desk setup here. So we'll go over that too. I'll kind of give my first thoughts because I literally just took that out of the box. It was a Monty Weaver in the house. It's got the little check there beside of the name, which means he's an Amazon creator as well, and he does a lot of tech reviews and different things like that, and has an amazing YouTube channel. So if you can't, I don't know if you click on his name and follow him, but do. So anyway, let's get into this, the F-Deuce SL40, and this is a dynamic microphone, and this is actually kind of a funny story. I was on Clubhouse talking about audio gear, or maybe listening about audio gear, in one of the rooms that my friend Nee and some other people host. And he was talking about this microphone. He said, man, it'd be cool if somebody could get their hands on it and see what it's like. I'm kind of curious about it. And so I said, cool, man, I'll reach out and see if they want me to do something with them, on Amazon Live. So they just got it in. I was about to crack it open because I'm going to make a short form video, shoppable video about it. And I thought, why am I doing that? I should talk about this. I should talk about my new Robe green screen that they sent over as well. This thing is extra wide, so it's like I think it's almost 6.5 feet wide by 6 feet tall. And I'm on a 24 millimeter lens here, so super wide, but I can do fun, cool stuff like this with it. So there you go. Here we are. Look at this. I'm in front of a blurry brick, and I didn't even set this up before on my software. But anyway, we can do a lot of fun stuff. So that's why I'm sitting in front of a green screen. Tech tips and tools. What is going on? Appreciate you guys joining. So yeah, I'm going to jump into this thing, and then maybe we'll talk about the 7B. I got the MV7 over here as well. Maybe hook them up and do a little comparison. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. So let me switch over to this camera here, and we'll start cracking into this thing. Oh, look, I don't even need, I pulled out my knife. I don't even need a knife. It has a nice little open tab right there. Look at that. I'm already impressed, and it helps you pull that out. So if you are like me and you struggle with this one tab, maybe you could try that. Let me get a little more distance here. Here we go. I get too much stuff on my desk. I need a nice, clean desk, but it is what it is. Would love to review that mic. This is what I'm, this is cool, man. So Nee, was telling me about it. So appreciate you, Nee, for putting me onto this thing and suggesting that I go do a little collaboration with the company. So someone said they saw it on YouTube and caught their attention. So right out of the box, awesome. Get the USB A to C, and they include the adapter as well. So there you go. That's in case you want to go C to C. Pretty cool. Thanks for doing that. All right, I'm gonna move right along. What else is in this little bag? Okay, so another little mic adapter there in case you need to adapt down to a different size. Always good to have a bunch of those in hand. I actually just ordered some more of the Camvit ones I always talk about. Let's see what else is in here. Instruction manual. Anybody need the instructions? No way. I don't need the instructions. Let's see. Maybe. I'm going to think about the instructions. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to set them to the side, but they're there if you need them. But yeah, okay. No, I'm not going to read them. I'm not going to read them. I don't do that. What am I doing? I just figure it out as I go and fumble along. Oh, this is cool. They include an XLR microphone, or a XLR cable rather. That's pretty nice of them. Now, I mean, just from the quality of it, obviously it's probably a really budget-friendly one, so I would consider a better one. But if you're just starting out and you have an interface, this is really nice that they include that in there. All right, so let's break out this bad boy. Anything else? Any other goodies in here? Packaged really well. Wow, this thing reminds me reminds me of the definitely of the MV7. I mean, the feel, the look, and everything. Now the weight is a little bit different. So let's check this out. So XLR headphones, USB, and same little shock mount here. Same style shock mount, I should say, not the same. And then look here, looks like we got some controls. This is probably where I should have read the instructions before. But yeah, look at that thing. So pretty nice looking already. F-Deuce. You know what? That name is kind of rubbing off on me. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I did watch another YouTube video just to figure out, like, how do I say the name of this company? And he said it was right. So if that's what he said, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. So right here on the top, it looks like we got the capability. I'm gonna have to plug it in to see what it does here, but the capability to mute looks like plus and minus. And I'm curious how you select the headphone versus the mic. So without further ado, let's plug it in, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let me get this little cable. I might have to rip out a USB. I need a new USB port or hub. So if anybody has any recommendations, please let me know. Let's see. I'm gonna leave this in here. Let's see. I'm just gonna plug this in. I'll plug it in USB-C, and let's see what this bad boy does. All right, we got lights, so that's always good. Let's see. Let's go in here and to add a microphone. All right, so adds right to it, no problem. Looks like I muted it. So blue. Oh, here we go. Let's mute. Okay, so now I've mute. Oh, here we go. It's a little bit loud. Let's pull this down. And I'm not monitoring. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to pull out my headphones out of my Rodecaster and plug it right into this microphone. So just a second. All right, and this is breaking out. Oh, okay, here we go. I mean, this sounds pretty good in my headphones. I don't know what you guys think, but in my headphones, this thing sounds pretty good. So this is, let me get back here in the shot here. So mute. Yeah, so mute, and then I'm selected on microphone. So so if I turn this up or turn this down. So now I'm turning this up. Awesome. Now I'm really curious how I get to the headphone adjustment, because it looks like there's probably a way to do that. So I should have read the instructions. Or watched another video. But so far so good. And this is the little test that that it's doing. So it doesn't look like I'm peeking out in my software. It sounds really good in my headphones. And let me do this. Let me switch over. I'm gonna switch back to this microphone, and I'm gonna put this on a tabletop stand. So let's see here. You guys can tell I just did an impromptu live stream because I'm just figuring it out as we go, right? What else are you supposed to do? You're supposed to have it all figured out? No way. No way. Let's go. Oh, that sound Oh, you can probably still hear it. My bad. I thought I had it muted. I didn't have it muted on that scene. Ah! All right, hold on. Hold the button down and then select. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm going to switch back over. And now I'm back on the microphone. So Nee says hold the button down to select mic to headphone. All right, so let's see. Oh, yeah, dude, you're right. Yeah, it's a long press. I'm muted. There we go. So I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but I'm turning up the headphones, and it sounds like I can hear the clicking in my ears. So I'll be curious to listen back to the recording, and then I just switch over like this. I'm pretty impressed by this microphone so far. Let me know what you guys think in the chat there. Let me know what you think about this mic. But so far, my headphones, like the headphone preamp is pretty good. I mean, I'm not like an audiophile like some people in the chat, but it does sound pretty good. So somebody says I can't hear. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me right now? You should be able to hear me now. I did have it on mute. So let me ask you that. Can you hear me now? Okay, yeah. And this one says you can hear the clicky thing. All right, so now I'm gonna plug in the bye SM7B. I'm sorry, man. I'm putting you on the back burner here. Now I'm gonna see if I can find another USB cable and plug in the Shure MV7, which I am sure I have the cable somewhere, probably already plugged in, but once again, I did not do it. So if you're just joining, this is the F-Deuce microphone, the SL40. They just sent it over for me to check out. So I just unboxed it. Very similar to the Shure MV7. Both of these are in the little carousel there, and so almost. I mean, let's do an over top shot and look at it and see what it looks like from the top down. Very similar. Let me get myself out of here. Get out of here, guy. Yeah, so very similar to each other. Obviously, a little different body shape, a little different controls. This is, touch and slide situation where this is just push button, and and you can touch to mute, and you can touch to select either headphone or volume switch there. So kind of cool. I mean, and a little different price point as well. But so far, I'm pretty impressed over this microphone, and I'm pretty impressed of the sound, and especially for the price. Now, I'm using these on like tabletop stands. I don't recommend them. I actually recommend like a boom arm or something like that. So like you can see the Elgato Wave arm, the LP there in the carousel. I just picked one of those up. I have a mounted boom arm. I have another one. I can't remember. I use them more for like holding cameras anymore than I do for microphones. So it's kind of funny. Let me see if I can find a way to plug this in really quickly, and then we'll kind of do like a side by side. I'm kind of low, they said. Okay, so let me turn up the microphone here and see. Now I'm going to kind of toggle between the two. My software. Now this is like me really getting on it. So it's not like, it's pretty dynamic. So if I'm back here, you can't hear me. But then if I'm right up on it, I feel like this is pretty good. So let me know what that is doing, Nee, because it is like peeking out in my Ecamm software. So I'm kind of curious about that. But once again, this is the F-Deuce SL40. I'm just doing a little unboxing, and really they're generous. They came with the XLR cable, came with the USB cable with the adapter to go USB-C to USB-C, which is pretty cool. And that's how I have it connected to my computer right now. And I'm going to step away for like 35 seconds. Well, hold on. Now I'm going to locate the box first for the MV7. And then, this is what happened. I did Amazon Prime Day, and now I can't find anything. And it's all unlike Monty. Monty, if he's still in the chat there, he cleaned up pretty nice his studio. My studio is still a train wreck. So I'm gonna play a little bit of tunes here, and you guys can just hang out for a second if you don't care. This might be loud. I don't know. I'm not monitoring that audio. So here we go. All right, so now I'm back, and I'm going to plug this in, and let's see. Let's do a little side-by-side here. And I'm only going to be able to monitor one or the other because I'm plugging in with USB. So I'll just keep it connected to the F-Deuce SL40, and then I'll kind of toggle around, and we'll see if I can do two USB microphones at the same time. Let's see, here we go. Oh, you know what? It's probably not going to let me do that, is it? I didn't think so. All right, so this might get a little clicky, okay? But this is the F-Deuce SL40 microphone, and then this is the. Let me turn it up a little bit. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. Hold on. Let me check. Wait, why is this? Okay, yeah, there we go. And this is the Shure MV7 microphone. We'll change it again. So once again, this is the F-Deuce SL40. And let me know if the Shure MV7 is kind of similar audio level, because I can't monitor two different ones. I don't have two different heads with two different microphones or headphones. So here we go. And then this is, let me turn this up a little bit. Let me just turn this up just a touch. I think this should be pretty close. It seems like the volume in is a little different. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, Nee. I'm going to switch over and use XLR cables. So let's do that. Let's jump over and do that. So I'm going to jump back over to the MV7. I'm going to switch my headphones back over to the Rodecaster. And I got cables all over the place. All right, here we go. Just got my Rodecaster back in, so I'm pretty stoked on that. All right, here we go. And then I'm actually going to unplug the MV or the 7B and plug in one of these guys. So let me just unhook all this just to get out of my way before I trip and fall on my desk. So this will be channel 2. Perfect. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. I think somebody just chatted somewhere else in the world. Oh, what's up? What's up, Raphael? I didn't see you over here on Facebook. Slightly lower level. Interesting to hear the difference. What about plugging both in via XLR into the Rodecaster without any processing? That is exactly what we are going to do. And actually, I'm going to keep the 7B plugged in. I'm going to grab another XLR cable. So it's right here. I'm going to see if I can reach it without pulling something off. You guys ready? Oh, yeah. All right, so this is a third XLR cable, and they're all exactly the same brand. Picked up from a music store here in town, so don't have any of these in the carousel. Let's hook them up. This is always fun when like friends come on that know about audio and they're like, here, dude, do this, do that. It's always a good time because then you're like, yeah, the camaraderie, baby, let's go. We can test it all out. And by the way, this is a cool Rabe green screen behind me. It's the extra wide one. You'll see it there in the carousel, but I'm just doing mess around with these microphones for a little bit first, and then if you have questions about any of those things or you want to see how it works, this is just a retractable green screen, so it just goes down and back up just by pulling it and putting it in there. So going to watch on Amazon Live so I can go shopping in Billy's Carousel. That's what I'm talking about. Facebook user unknown. I don't know who you are. It doesn't say your name. This way you don't buy cheap. Anyway, I'm going to stop messing with that. Who cares? Let's switch over here. All right. So I believe, let me see what's in channel whatever. I believe this is in channel 2. Let me just double check. Oh, check one. Okay, so this is in channel 2. Awesome. And then this is probably in channel 3. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go Unity on both of these. And let's turn off processing. So turn that off and turn that off. Okay. So now this is processing. Okay, I'm just going to keep going until it sounds good in my headphones. So this is like, if you're on the Rodecaster Pro, the OG, this is, let's go over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. You still can't see what I'm doing. But anyway, here, I'll tell you what, you can see what I'm doing here. Because I can just change this around. So anyway, it's up pretty high. Maybe I could adjust the gain or whatever. So this is the MV7, and then this is the F-Deuce. So the MV7, processing off, and then this is the F-Deuce. So now I'm going to mute them individually. So this is the MV7, and then this is the F-Deuce. So there you go. MV7, check a 1, 2, check a 1, 2. I'm going to adjust these as much as I can. And then this is the F-Deuce. I'll tell you what, in my ears, it's a pretty close call. It feels like that. Okay, so there's no volume adjustment here. So in my ears, it sounds like the MV7 is coming in quite, a little bit lower. Dude, I wish you were listening on headphones too, Raphael. That would be awesome. So Raphael is joining us over on Facebook. If you're joining on Facebook or anywhere else, you can come over to Amazon Live if you want to see what we're talking about. All the products are in the carousel. This company, F-Deuce, was kind enough to send me over this microphone, and actually Shure sent me over the MV7 as well, and they're both on special right now. So if you're looking for a Bluetooth a USB microphone or XLR, you can definitely get a good deal there in the carousel. And I just was getting ready to open this one up and mess with it, and then I was like, well, I should probably just go live and do a live unboxing and fiddle around with all this stuff and choke myself out with some cables. So this is the Shure the Shure MV7 once again. So now hold on, let me just make sure all the levels are the same. Hold on, because these might not be. Let me look. Let's see, 33. Oh wow, okay, wow. Here, let me turn these gain levels to the exact same. So this is now the MV7, and this is now the F-Deuce. Yeah, it is a little bassy. I do agree. So Raphael says, look at the price for the value. I've got to admit, I'm impressed, but a little bassy. I would say it is a little bit bassy, and it seems like it's like a little bit heavier. Like you probably have to turn it down a little bit, I guess, versus turn it up a little bit. So, and these are both set at, gain 35 on the Rodecaster Pro. No processing whatsoever. So this is just what you get. Levels is low, says Nee. Yeah, I agree a little bit. So I'm gonna turn them up. So I'm gonna bring more gain because these are almost at the top. So let me do that. And just get them real nice and green here in the Rodecaster Pro. So I'm turning them. Okay, so this is like a 48 on the gain level here. Now let me go over here to channel 3, and I'll do the same thing. I'll do 48 over here. Okay, so now that starts picking up quite a bit. Hold on, let me turn it back down. Check 1, 2. There we go. All right, so it seems like to get. Let's see. Okay, so this is the Shure MV7 right now, and this is at 44 on the gain level. So is this too hot, Nee, or can you hear me now over here on Amazon Live? So let me know in the chat. This is fun, guys. I appreciate you jumping in and hanging out and doing this over here on Amazon. It's a lot of fun to test all these products. So this is the MV7, and now this is the F-Deuce SL40. I will admit I'm pretty impressed with this microphone. To take a company that's not well known, to me anyway, it may be well known to someone else, but I know Shure way more than I know anything about F-Deuce. And it's a pretty solid comparison. I mean, especially for a budget friendly microphone, I'm in. So Nee says it's good on his end. So yeah, I just had to crank up the gain a little bit on each one of these microphones. So to kind of, if these are evenish levels, which is it's shown that they are, I've had to turn up the. Oh, hold on, let me turn it down. Here we go. So I'm going to turn them both to like 44. Okay, so these are both 44. And let's see. So this is the MV7, and now this is the F-Deuce. So I think the F-Deuce requires maybe a little bit more gain. I don't know. I mean, just a tad bit more. But then it is pretty bassy. So anyway, turn up the compression. I got me a radio mic. There you go. So there you go, guys. That is the F-Deuce SL40, and just kind of putting it side by side with the Shure MV7. I'm still a big fan of the Shure MV7. It doesn't. Yeah, I'm still a big fan. I'm a fan of both of these actually. Like I'm a fan of both of them. The F-Deuce thing, I'd have to get used to the name, but put a little piece of black tape there if you had to. But I'm really impressed with this microphone, honestly. Like it is pretty bassy, even in my my headphones. But there you go. Now let's throw in something. Let's throw in this bad boy. Now let me turn all the processing off of this. All right, so now all the processing is off of the. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust this thing so I can get all three of these bad boys in here. Now I'm in a presidential press conference. There's no way I'm going to remember what these are. Okay, so I got them in the backwards order. So this is the 7B. This is the MV7, and this is the F-Deuce SL40. So there you go. So let's mute these. So here's the the SM7B. Here's the MV7, and then here is the F-Deuce. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? What do you guys think about this? You guys think it's compared to? Now let's just do. So here's the F-Deuce. What's up, guys? It's Billy Thorpe. What's up, guys? It's Billy Thorpe. This is no processing going through the Rodecaster Pro. And maybe this could go up in level a little bit to kind of match it, to match the F-Deuce. So there you go. Yeah, impressive. Okay, and Raphael says he says closer, but still kind of preferring the F-Deuce again, through a phone speaker. Oh, yeah, you're listening to a phone speaker, but levels are good on Facebook. Awesome. All right, so there you go. I don't know if I can... Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to address the world about the microphones. About the... okay, so this is the MV7 again. All right, cool. Well, I mean, there you go. If you're over here on Instagram, or on Amazon, rather, and you're curious about, the Shure MV7 versus more, what I would call a budget-friendly microphone, the F-Deuce, and then also versus something like this, like the SM7B, it's a little bit more, like pricier, like mid-level, because there's, microphones go like way up there. So yeah. Anyway, there you go. Pretty cool comparison, I guess. So I'm gonna put these two things, unless somebody else wants me to do something else with them. I'm gonna put them on the floor, and mute them. Awesome, great. But yeah, I'm really impressed, and thanks a lot again, Nee, for telling me about that microphone and encouraging me to reach out to them because it's super cool. I mean, I'm excited to use this and implement it into my studio to some degree. That would be a lot of fun. All right, sweet. All right, cool. So what else do I got going on in this carousel? Let me fix this a little bit. Here we go. Let me talk about this for a second because I just picked one of these up, and so I'm pretty curious, if you guys have one of these or not, the Elgato Wave mic arm. Let me switch over to this camera. So it's low profile, so I really love that this is low profile. One thing I always look for in a boom mic that I think it's hugely important, and I learned this the hard way by having cheap boom mics rip off the table and hit the ground, is this main part of and this is the end, so this is the end of my table. Let me see if I can just switch this over just a little bit. Okay, so this is the end of my table right here, and the weight of this microphone is distributed over top of the table. Now, some, cheaper or, more budget friendly, or however you want to say it, they'll kind of have the weight of the rig off the side of the table. And in my opinion, you just want it over the top of the table. I want it over the sturdiest part of the table. So just pulling this thing out of the box was really simple to set up. You literally just mount this, put this piece in here, put this piece within here, and all this stuff kind of comes apart really easily. And then what I like too is it has these magnetized trays where you just put your XLR cable in there and tuck it away and just do that and just clip it right into place. And also, I've actually stored, because they sent you a little Allen wrench to make some adjustments up here if you need to, and then they sent some like a little adapter. Oh, let's see, where am I looking at? Right here. Sent some little adapters and things like that in the box, and I'm actually just storing those inside of this tray so I don't forget them, along with the cable. So you can just tuck this cable in there, and there it is. And I know it's making all kinds of racket, but I want to use it and I want to show it to you. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, if you're looking for a low profile, so when you do a shot like this, I was having the problem where I had this big boom arm, and I was trying to make it low, like a low profile or less, real estate on my screen, but I was still angling it hard down and then pulling the microphone up at the bottom, and so I just didn't like that very much. So I went ahead and got one of these things, and so this thing is, sorry, I keep bumping around, but pretty cool. And I think you could actually probably drop it even, a little bit more. I got this 24 millimeter lens, so it's like taking up the whole thing. But if you if I move back or punched in a little bit, I could probably get this whole microphone out of the shot if you didn't want the microphone in the shot. Now, I have other microphones I use, but so far I'm pretty impressed. And I'm pretty impressed with just the whole movement of it. So let me jump back over here and show you. So if I'm not using it, first of all, I got all these adjustments here. So you can see that there. I can adjust this any way I want to, just loosen this up. It's all like a ball mechanism. Man, I know that's making all kinds of racket, so I apologize. But you can see how easy it is to bend around, extend. I can lift it up like this. I can mount different things on it. Now, I don't know at what point vertical you could go and then, without dumping these little magnetized trays off. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, that's one thing I did read about them a while ago, was in certain situations these cords will kind of pop that off, but they feel pretty strong to me. I mean, I got to put a lot of pressure on them, so I don't know if there's been a newer model or whatnot since then, but if you're looking for a boom arm, or maybe you got limited amount of space or real estate, kind of like what I am currently working with, you can easily swivel this out of your way while you're working at your desk like this. And it gives you all that desk space. Now, I was kind of worried about, like, okay, I know it's low profile, so it's, just a few inches off the table. Am I going to be able to work? Am I going to be able to use my mouse? I mean, that was one of my biggest concerns. And it looks like it's going to work fine. Like, sure, if I'm trying to move my mouse and I bump it that way. But it's so low profile, you can come over the top or underneath to reach your controls. And I'm not saying I got the, and you can see it from this angle, like, I don't know that I have all this stuff adjusted super proper, but it's enough for me to use this and like it. So, and I kind of like the microphone coming up from the bottom, but once again, I don't like the tabletop microphone stands because, one, they're in the way. So right now I have all this real estate underneath my desk. So if you guys see here, I have all this real estate. I can easily adjust this up as well, and then do what I need to do from there. And then if I wanted to boom my mic up or whatever and have it as a kind of what am I saying, like more of like a shotgun mic approach, I could do that as well for camera stuff. And then also I got some adapters that I purchased. So one of my plans is when they come in is I have the Rode Wireless Go 2, so I can just clip this on. Actually, if this microphone wasn't on here, this mic stand comes with the right size to fit that right there, so like a standard camera adapter, and I can just plug that on, lift it up in the air, or put it behind my put it behind my camera and have an out of shot with the Rode Wireless Go 2. So anyway, just brainstorming now how I'm going to use this new mechanism. So appreciate all you guys joining me. If you have any questions about anything in the carousel, I was doing a little unboxing for the F-Deuce SL40. You can see it highlighted there in the carousel. And really nice microphone. Once again, very similar to a Shure MV7. I just did a bunch of audio tests on it, so you can go back and watch the replay if you're really interested. They sent this to me for free for me to check out, so I really appreciate that. But XLR headphones in the back, USB, comes with the XLR cable, the USB cable. It comes with everything you need, so you can literally just plug it in and go from there. Comes with a wind cover, and if you pull it off, very similar to an MV7, but really budget friendly as well. So you can check that out. I think it's on special on the carousel. The MV7's on special on the carousel, which I totally recommend that mic as well. This big Rabe green screen is back here. This thing is, I don't even know if I have a shot. Maybe this shot will kind of show like the wingspan. It's actually more than my wingspan. It's like 6.5 or 6.66 or whatever, like length, and then it's like 6 feet tall as well. So I have a 13-foot wall behind me, and my Elgato one just wasn't cutting it. I was still having to shine lights and do all kinds of stuff, but with this one, I got to pull it a little bit closer so you can kind of see some shadows there. But I can easily set it up behind me, and I can go to the waterfall anytime I want to. Now I'll probably adjust this a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm hanging out at the waterfall. Of course, if I was really going to dial this in, I need to, figure out stuff here, what's going on, and lighting on my microphone and all that. But that's what the beauty of chroma key and green screen, especially when you're doing it live. If you're not doing it in post, I always feel like live is a little bit more cheesy than if you're doing it in post. So what else have we got in there? So that's the Rabe green screen, and those guys sent it to me as well to check out, so I really appreciate that. And it's really amazing. It's just retractable, so just like any kind of banner that you see at a trade show, just green. So check this out, and there you go. And basically how chroma key works is the software is just replacing anything green with whatever I tell it to replace it with. So it's got little feet on the bottom. You just flip them out and open the case, and whoop, there you go. So pretty easy, pretty simple. And I'm like loving green screen. I don't know if Raphael is still in the chat or not, but Raph, I'm curious of your thoughts of green screen, because I used to not like it, and now I'm like, yeah, dude, it's pretty fun. So anyway, because I can be anywhere. I can be in the mountains, and I can be at the beach. So, what's up, Andrew Milden? What's going on, my man? I'm hanging out over here on Amazon, talking about a few products. So, currently talking about this Rabe green screen. Super amounts of fun. talked about the LP arm, Wave mic arm LP. I'll get it right one day. By Elgato. So yeah, man, just having fun. Oh, Raphael says I have 2 shows that I use a lot of green screen with. Man, I like them. Nee over in the Amazon chat says he hates them. So, Discord for creators, Keely in the house. Let's go. She's going to be on the show tomorrow talking about how you can utilize Discord and build your community and do all kinds of fun stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun. She's going to give me her thoughts on green screen tomorrow. I'm excited because I'm going to be using one on that show. And Keely, if you have a green screen and you want to set it up, we will do this thing. We will make this work. We'll remote produce green screen studios. They're so cheesy, but I love them. Andrew says it looks awesome. Yeah, because my original show, or my show that I do, is this, and I just blur the background a little bit, and that's my main shot. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that, but that's what I use it for, is this Creating Daily show. Brought to you by Ritual Motion. Very cool company. Anyhow, all right, now what was I doing? Let's go back to the mountain, shall we? Let's go back to the waterfall. Where's the waterfall? I don't know what that is. Oh, here's a picture. That is a giant black drum that I caught on my friend's boat. If anybody likes fishing, there you go. That's like a 70-year-old fish. That thing was awesome. Awesome to catch. Yeah, so I sit in front of green screens with my own face on them. That's how narcissistic I am. Okay, hold on. Let's get back. All right, I'm going to go back to the waterfall. I'm just hanging out by the waterfall. And what else is in my carousel? Because I'm still over here on Amazon, so I got to be mindful of the people watching on Amazon. I talked about the SM7B. I talked about the Elgato Wave arm. I talked about the MV7. So if you guys have any questions about any of those, let me know if you want to see how they work. But this Elgato Wave mic arm is super dope. Like, it's probably one of my favorite things on my desk right now. And as you can see, I have way too much stuff on my desk. But it's, anybody use mouse pads anymore, by the way? Do I need a mouse pad with a Mighty Mouse? So Nee said she is the boom. I think he meant bomb. But she is the bomb. Nee, she's going to be on tomorrow. I'm excited. Hopefully you can watch. Nee's like the super fan of the show, so appreciate that. And yeah, so who knows? I got these microphones. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I've been thinking about doing a giveaway. Maybe after I talk to Keely on the show tomorrow, she can maybe guide me as far as the best way to do that. I do have a really cool giveaway software. And maybe I got to figure out with Amazon terms of service if I can do that or not. I know a lot of people do, but I just don't know the rules. And I know a lot of people break the rules, and I'm not trying to be that guy. All right, I follow the rules. So anyway, Nee, thanks for correcting your spelling over here. But anyhow, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. Let's see, Raphael says, you can wear out the bottom of a mouse on the wrong service, even an Apple Magic Mouse. You know what's so funny is I have this Magic Mouse that I love, and then also I have this other Magic Mouse that I love that I found for like $3 at a thrift shop. Anyway, so $70, $30, or whatever it was. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. It's not my carousel, so I don't want to talk about it. Andrew says, can the Q2U fit on that mic arm? You know what? Let's go look, man. Let's go take a look, because I'm not 100% sure. And let's go. I'm going to go see. I'm sure the answer is yes. Q2U. Let's see. You know what? I was thinking you were thinking about the Q9. So, yeah, man, actually you can. So let me jump over here and see if this is working. What? Look at that, guys. Look at that. This is what you get when you can do a green screen. You just do whatever you want. It's so much fun. Okay, I'm going to take myself out of a squircle because it like really limits me. That is not. What is that coming from? Hold on a second. I'm going to fix this. I got all these layers in the wrong place. Okay, hold on a second. Here we go. I'm gonna fix it. What browser am I on? Okay, here we go. Here we are. Now I'm cooking with oil. All right, so here's the Q2U, and let's see. I think the best thing would be to do is to take off. Can you see my mouse on there? No. Is to take off that little mic clip and then clip it onto the actual the boom arm right here, because that's the same size adapter on here as a mic clip. So if I had a mic clip, I could show you, but I don't have one. Anyway, the answer is yes. You can make that happen for sure. If you have that little mic, this little mic clip right here, it'll adapt onto there. And if not, you get one of these, which it probably came with, and make it. Oof, almost dropped that. And then you can adapt it onto there from that. So yeah, you can make it work, and put it on there. Sweet. In any of these microphones that we talked about, like this F-Deuce will go on that boom arm. The MV7 will go on that boom arm. So yeah, you can make it. It's an Overkill Q2U. What are you talking about? It's an Overkill. Are you talking about cooking with snake oil? That's so funny. Oh yeah, check this out. I should do this. What am I doing? I should hold on a second. I'm gonna just build this live. Why did that do that? To Amazon or oh, I guess it like dipped out. No. Anyway, I'm confused as to what's going on here. Yeah, weird. I started moving this around, and here, let me go to the live. I'm just gonna make a little chat thing real quick while you guys are hanging, because now I can't see. Oh, dude, this guy is awesome, by the way. If you guys don't follow, Tools Electro DIY, really cool office. Hold on, let me see. Can you guys see that? Really cool office space. Why is this thing being so crazy? There we go. Thank you. It wasn't being crazy on your guys' side. It was being crazy on my side. But anyway, I'm here on Amazon. I'm just going to go to something else. But this guy's page is awesome. So if you guys get bored of me, go check him out. And go check out David, too, right over here. You can't even see that, can you? I don't understand why Ecamm is doing that, but it's like dipping out. It's like crashing. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, so yeah, go check those guys out. Now where am I at? Here we go. Let me get back to my page. Check this guy out. All right, now I'm gonna mess this up one more time. So crazy. I don't know why it does that. But I can do a little chat here. This is cool. Why is it doing this? Whatever. You guys see what I'm trying to do? I'm just trying to get the chat in there so when you chat, you can see it. That's all I'm trying to do. Just trying to build it out live. Just being inspired. So somebody says I'm car shopping, so I'm not focused on my commenting. That's all right, Nee. That's all right. And then I'm going to make myself huge so I can be beside of the chat. There we go. All right, cool. Anyway, guys, that's really appreciate you jumping into the Amazon Live feed. If you're watching me over on any other platform, feel free to jump over to Amazon Live. There should be a link attached to the video you're watching, and you can see all the products in the carousel that I'm talking about. So if you've never been on Amazon Live before, this is the Amazon Live Creator Program, where I have access to go live, to do short form videos, to do shoppable videos, all that kind of fun stuff. And so you can click on here, you can follow me, you can unmute, follow, all that fun stuff. And when I go live, you'll be notified. So if you're interested in most of the stuff I go live about is mostly in the podcasting world, live streaming, gear, equipment, whatever. I'm not like the know-it-all guru of, whatever. I'm just the guy who has a little podcast studio, live stream studio, and I have a lot of fun figuring out how all this stuff works together. So it's a lot of fun, and if I don't know how, I'll just do what I did today and start figuring it out and pull on the crowd, on the community to help out and give me some suggestions. So we talked about just a few products in the carousel. I did an unboxing of the F-Deuce microphone. Once again, that's in the carousel, and I did a little side-by-side comparison to the MV7 and also the Shure SM7B, and talked about the Elgato Wave mic arm that I love, that I'm using right now. So after I hit my microphone a bunch, so much fun. I gotta tighten this up a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of fun, and I just want to do a little late night live. So there you go. That's a late night live, and don't forget about the Raw-Bay green screen, extra wide. So why clean your house when you're trying to do those Zoom calls? Just put this up right in front of the mess and be wherever you want to be, whenever you want to be there. All right. Well, you guys go hang out on Amazon somewhere else. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And be sure to follow me. Follow me if you haven't followed me over on Amazon. Really appreciate that. And go check out some of these other people that are live, which I don't know how many people are live. I guess you just go to amazon.com/live and you can see them. But some really cool people that I follow is Tools, Electro, DIY, and then Utechpia is also a really cool channel. And Call the Geek is a cool channel too. So I'm over here checking them out actually right now so I can show you guys. Nah, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to, because I already messed up that scene. So that is it for me. And good luck car shopping. And join me tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be live on Amazon tomorrow at 4 p.m., but I'll be live at 4 p.m. Talking to Keely Dunn. We may go live on Amazon. I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow and see, because she was just gonna give some thoughts about a green screen. So I'm like, maybe we go Amazon, talk about it. Anyway. Hopefully you guys have a great night, and I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to go home and go to bed, and we'll see you later. And I don't have it end screen set up. All right, we'll see you guys.